a task. So task is nothing but, so till now we have created number of means data loading for different tables, EMP fact, EMP dimension, staging. So there may be there may be number of tables like 1, 2, 3. So which loads independently or dependently. So maybe 2 is dependent on 1 and 3 is dependent on 2, and 1 is loading from the stage. Like this, there is some order, or else we have like 4, 5, 6 tables is there which is loading independently. There is no dependency for any of the tables. We can load at any point of time. So, but still, we need to process in certain format. So in order to schedule, we need to schedule, right, to load these tables. So we somehow we need to schedule for for batch loading, batch processing which means, so till 9 a.m. what is the data available, that is called one batch. So I can run the schedule at 9 a.m. and the batch will load it. And 10 a.m. I have one more schedule. I will run this 9 to 10 whatever the data available. That batch load will be done like this. We need to schedule the here generally we'll call tasks for scheduling the jobs in the sense queries. So here everything is queries. So whatever the put operation or get operation, even copy into. So mostly we'll use copy into. So or even if you want to run the procedure, you have, procedures or something you want to execute. So we need to follow. We need to use the thing called task, which is available for Snowflake. That is only for scheduling. So people may use the different tools which open source available in market, but by default Snowflake has a proprietary item which we can use for scheduling the task. So for task, for showing this, I have the same EMP stage one I have created. So here what I'm doing is we have a syntax for creating the task like a normal create or replace task. Here we have to use one warehouse to process this thing. And the other important thing is, so task can be executed as a single SQL statement, or you can call store procedure using task. So task require compute resource to execute the SQL command. Compute resource means we need one warehouse to execute our resources, and we need to arrange the task. Suppose this is the stage, somehow we need to make it as a dependent graph, like this, as a tree structure. Means what is the first job I need to execute, and what is the second job I need to execute, what is the third job I need to execute. Like this, I need to set some dependency, so that it will execute one by one, like this. For executing the task, we need task admin privileges, and that should be assigned to the role whatever you are using. So we need to follow this process to assign that permissions to your role. Just grant task admin. The task admin will be assigned by the account admin. Like this, we need to follow the process for granting that role. Once you grant that role, you also for creating execute task is not required, but for executing it is required. So this is the syntax, total syntax for creating the task. Here, creator, everything is same. So the important thing is schedule thing. So here for scheduling we need to use cron jobs, or just we can mention like 1 minute, 2 minute, like this, or 60 minutes, or you can use cron jobs to repeatedly scheduling daily. So what is cron job? So cron job, We know, I think you should aware of the, you are already aware of the cron job in Unix.
Right.
Yeah, same will work in here also. So like star means all, and based on your selection, you have to give minute, hour, hour, days. The same thing will occur along with the region, in which region time zone you want to execute. Like this, you have to give the task, and we need to pass the SQL statement. So whatever the operation you want to give as a select statement or insert statement, SQL query. Similarly, we can call the store procedure in the same place, like instead of a select or insert, I can call the store procedure, which can do something loading. The same thing we will see here in our queries. Here I'm creating one task called load root step, in the sense top step, first step, which will load from the data from the S3 bucket. This we created in the morning. So using the same bucket, I am creating one stage area called EMP S3 stage. So this will create my staging area. This will create my staging area. One second. Okay. So now it is created. So you can query and see the staging area. Data is available or not. So data is available. I can show stages. So my stage is available. Now I want to create one job to load to the means query. This is the query I'm going to use to load from my stage to this EMP STG1. So if I execute that, it will load data to my table EMP STG. So using this same queries, I'm creating the tasks here. So right now in the show task, okay, I have already created the root task. So I'm again recreating the task. So I'm creating the root task. This is to load data from stage to S3 to EMP stage. Similarly, I have created one child task. This child task will load data from my staging area to the target table. So the same command is same, like copy into query is same, but here we are using the create or replace task syntax. So using this, when I create, so child task is created. You can see the task. So now you are available. You are able to see the two tasks. One is root task and one other one is the child task. The first job, whatever you have created, so and one more difference is there. One more difference is there for while creating uh, for first job, we need to give the scheduled time. We need to pass the schedule parameter. As for every minute I'm scheduling here. And for the second task, there is no schedule. We have to use after parameter. So after, in the sense, it is dependent. So here after stage load route. What is this stage load route means? It is the first task whatever we are creating. To create the one task, and we need to set as a dependent using after command. And we need to schedule that time only in first command, first job, means task. Here we have to as a task. So if I show task, so you are able to see that two tasks. One is root and the other one is child. And we have certain other properties: database name, schema name, owner, and what is the warehouse you are using. And if you observe the schedule, so here we have created two tasks. One is child and other one is root. If you observe all the columns, so we are able to see this. If you comes to schedule and predecessors, you will find the difference. So for schedule, we have schedule only for root. root task. So for other child tasks, it should be null. And for predecessors, for root task, there is no predecessor. It is the first task. So it will be null. And for child task, it will be the previous first step. This is the second step, child task. Whatever the parent or root step, we need to give as a predecessor for this child task. Then again, this is suspended state. This is in suspended state. Suspended state means this schedule is not job is not yet scheduled. So we need to schedule the jobs for executing the process. So right now we are able to see that, and we are able to create that. Let me truncate my target table, and I don't have any data here in stage now. I just so here to resume the jobs, we and to suspend the jobs, we need to follow certain process. So for resuming, we need to start the child, and then the last we need to start the root. If means if we have tasks like 1 2 3 3, these are the three tasks I have. This is my root task. This is my root task, and this is immediate predecessor. Sorry, immediate uh, dependent on this task, and again this is dependent on this task. So I have to give the schedule for this. After that, we have to give for second task we have to give the predecessor as one, and for third predecessor as two, and all will be in suspended mode. So in order to resume the jobs, for resuming the jobs, for resume means for starting the jobs, we need to follow the 1 2 3 order. Means we need to follow from bottom, like this. If you want to suspend means, again, if you want to suspend means, you need to follow the top down, like 1 2 3. So we need to stop the, if you want to suspend means, you have to stop the root first, and then childs one by one. Even though if you want to add, you have to stop this. And if you want to resume, we have to start from the last child, and again we have to start the root. Like this, we need to follow the process. So once that is done, so if you want to resume now, I can go to the child task and resume one, execute this, and again I have to go to again resume this. Now if I go to the task, show task, it will be in started stage. So previously we have truncated our stage location. So till now we don't have any data here. Let's see. We'll wait for 1 minute. So and we'll see whether data is coming or not. We can just check that. So we can check that in task history as well. So here we have the task history available. Okay, so it was executed. So we'll check the for last 1 hour. So what are the tasks executed? So it stage load is executed. Is the root step is executed currently. So if you see right now only one task is there, and if I executed it again, EMP load has come. So which means, so it, as there is a dependency for root and child, so first task is root is executed, and the second task child is executed. So all the query details, scheduled details, all will be available here. And Based on that, if I go to select the star from stage now, I got the data into my table. So this is how we can set the dependency for the task which is called for executing the queries in Snowflake, because everything is a queries here. So we need to run either direct query or we need to pass a procedure. So if you are in the procedure, we can pass multiple statements at a time. So we can create some procedures and execute that in some order. Like this, we can do it. So if it is other tools, if it is any GUI tool, then there will be a scheduler will be available. We will create one load plan or execution plan, and we will schedule that load plan or schedule execution plan, so that it will execute in particular order, and data will be loaded.